Hello, and welcome to AD Productions. We are stationed in Fairview, Pennsylvania, as we see eastbound manifest Q388 past our cameras. We won't be seeing Q388 for long, however, as a westbound auto-rack train quickly blocks out its view. As the rear of the two trains recede, we now get a better look at the very rare Q388. This train consisted of a BNSF B40-8 wide cab leader. These 4-axle classic GE engines are very rare on the common railroad scene, and seeing one in northwestern Pennsylvania is a very unusual sight. Following behind the westbound autorack was Q003. This hotshot intermodal train is usually seen during the sunset hours around the summer solstice. Being June 19th, just 2 days away from being the longest day of the year, we were able to catch this train with some decent lighting as golden hour was occurring. Turning the clock to the longest day of the year, we are now stationed at Eaton Road in Fairview, Pennsylvania. Approaching us is CSX eastbound intermodal Q158 with the YN2-8 leading and a standard cab SD60 trailing. Standard cab SD60s on CSX are extremely rare in the year 2018, with their retirement soon to come. Moving west a few miles to Girard Township, Pennsylvania, we are now at Fairplain Road as 206 approaches us on a 25-mile-per-hour speed restriction. Note the fouled horn on the SD60I leading. Moving to the CSX crossing at Fairplain Road, it is now June 22nd, 2018, and unlike June 21st, it is cloudy as rain is incoming. Down the tracks, we see the headlight of Amtrak 448 bound for Boston, Massachusetts. Usually, the Lakeshore Limited splits into two sections in Albany, New York, one bound for New York Penn Station in New York City, and the latter bound for Boston, Massachusetts. Due to track work at New York Penn, the New York section of this train will not run during the summer of 2018. Due to this, the train now carries the ID 448 and has a shortened consist for the summer for a temporary time before service to New York City is restored. Now let's watch as this special consist passes our camera, with engineer Aaron Beard in charge. Moving back to the Norfolk Southern crossing, we are just in time for westbound Hotshot Intermodal Train 205, a morning staple on the Lake Erie District. Of note on today's 205 is the power. This was the same power used on 206 on June 21st. Moving back to CSX, we see the headlight of westbound tanker train K623. Today's K623 had BNSF power, with the BNSF GEVO leading the way. Moving to the other side of the tracks, it is now raining as yet another westbound tanker train approaches our cameras. This tanker train has Ferromex power. Ferromex is one of Mexico's main railroads, and seeing Ferromex engines up in Pennsylvania is a very rare sight. Now let's watch as this train passes our cameras. Just mere minutes later, here we see another westbound, this time Q561, with a Kansas City Southern GE leading the way. As the back end of Q561 clears, we turn our cameras to the west in preparation for CSX Q160. Today's Q160 had an ex-CSX X-Conrail -8 leading. These locomotives were traded back into GE and now Norfolk Southern leases them. As the last of Q160 passes our cameras, we thank you for watching AD Productions, and we hope you enjoyed our catches during the longest days of the year. Happy rail fanning and train chasing.